Welcome back to Spinning the Past. Today I'm going to just show you my setup for getting ready to spin. Here I put this on the distaff, a little bit of long line flax, but I just kind of want to show you. I usually, before I spin, I set up a kind of a work table near me. Sometimes I might use something like this, and then all my tools are in there. Just shows you kind of what I have used. But for this project, I got all my tools out. Again, I am trying to, trying to show you. So I've got these are linen thread samples that I am trying to replicate. Yeah, so that's going to be challenging. But this is 50 over 2. That means it's 2-ply. There's a 3-ply there, 2-ply, 2-ply. And then this is a 50 count, 60, 70, 80. And I've talked about counts in another video. But I just kind of want to show kind of up close kind of things that I have. Of course, I have, this is for spinning, called wet spun. So I want it to be the smoothest, and so I will use wet. I will use water. You can make a kind of a linseed paste as well, but I just use plain water. I got out my handy dandy, this is a linen testing, so I can see the threads up close, and I'm looking at twist angles. That's just what I was doing. Now remember, I'm spinning thread, so this is slightly different if you're spinning a wool or something a bit chunkier. This is for spinning very fine threads in linen. So I will have my spinner's control card. I have something like this. It helps me get started in the beginning. However, this the finest is a 40, and so I wrote it on here what my own sample was and what it needs to be. So it was, the singles was a 40 reps per inch, and then applied was 32. So it'd be the next, that one when it's applied. But I need to try to get even finer. But I just keep a little card, what I was spinning, just kind of any notes I need about this particular skein. So I do it by skein. So I kind of make little notes about the skein. I use these kind of tags to tag the skeins, or I might have this kind of a tag. I do it after I finish it. So finishing is a process after you apply for finishing it. But I'm just showing you tags you can use in your spinning. This is what somebody from our program designed, because we had to mark all skeins that were submitted with this information, all of them. The twist per inch, wrap per inch, twist angle, bead count. Notes would be, we always had to say what was the end use of it. It was very important what the end use was, the fiber, the source. So I'm not passing this around just to kind of tell you, you have to have all this. I'm just saying it's very helpful to have notes. I have a writing instrument. I have threads. Now, normally when I tie off a skein, I might use something chunky like this on a thicker wool, something like that. It's just twine that I get at a hobby store. But for this, I'm going to be either using this one, which is a silk. I can tell it's a silk base. And this is a cotton. So, but this color, I'm thinking will match too much. And I like to have a contrasting color. If I have to go in and undo that skein, then I don't snip the wrong tie off for that. I have my spectacles. Always have scissors with me right there. This is a twist angle. I don't know if you can see it very well. You kind of need it on a black background. Let's see if I can do that. So this is I got from SOAR a couple years ago, a twist angle measure. But I think I will use my linen tester instead. I will have this. This is a 1 yard nitty naughty. So I'll use that. Always have some right there. Always have some oil for my wheel. I will have some oil for my own hands. For flax, I have this in case I have to comb out some snarls. Just trying to think. Here I do use a lap. I usually wear a kind of apron thing. It's very handy. I have pockets in it, things like that. And then I'm trying to find something else that I normally have, and I don't see it here. Well, I need to find. I normally have here is a clothespin, the spring-loaded ones, because if I wrap it off, I can clip the single ply kind of still so it doesn't start untwisting. So if I stop and then I wrap it on, it's like, okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Then I hang one of those pegs on it. That's just what I do. Let's see, what else? This is not a blood pressure cuff. No, I don't need that for spinning. That is a hem measure for this is also my sewing area. And again, like I use this. These are, I think, 1 inch increments. One of my instructors in the master spinner, one of her friends who does leather work did this. And then you have a light side and a dark side, but any kind of contrast cloth. So when you have it against you have that contrast. So if I have, see this against this, it helps me see it better as I'm spinning. Let's see, what else? I kind of think that's pretty much it, other than the wheel. I've set up this, again, the distaff to where I like it. And you need to put that distaff wherever you need it to be. Wherever where you're sitting, right here, and then going on the wheel. That's for a freeform distaff. Let's see, I think that's about it. I just wanted to do a really brief video to kind of show you how I set up for spinning. So I have all my tools here. The only thing I don't have is I usually have a really small bag, like under there, or a tiny receptacle or something for the waste, because there's always waste in spinning. So I put somewhere in this area, I put a little trash can of some sort. So if you can get like an organizational cart, or, you know, this kind of thing, or you can have a table next to you, or whatever that makes all of your tools very accessible. So you can grab them, don't need to hunt for them before you start to spin, will be very, very helpful for you. And I think that'll be it today for Spinning the Past, and I'll catch you next time.